Hi, Carl Roberts here from RTS Financial Planning, and today I'm going to talk about organising your money priorities. And what I mean by that is where your money's saved, where it's spent and where it's invested. It's always good, no matter what age you are, to take some time out and look at doing this, particularly if you're looking to invest or you're already investing, because whenever you invest you always want a goal in mind. You always want to know what you're investing for, otherwise you don't know how much risk to take or when you're going to need the money by. So organising your money priorities, where do you start? Well, you start with lifestyle. That's your lifestyle you got now and the lifestyle you want in the future. Really important to think about this because we've only got one life, so you want to live it to the full. Don't get life trapped. And what I mean by life trap is where you're stuck in a job you hate, you can't leave it because you've got a big mortgage, expensive car to run, and you need that income. But what happens? If you're earning good money, it usually comes with a lot of stress. Fine, if you love the stress and you live off the stress, fine, great, you've got the lifestyle you want. But for most people, money isn't everything. Lifestyle is key. So how do you think about your lifestyle? Well, one tip is to think of it as a timeline. Get a bit of paper and draw your own timeline. Your age now, and just do it up to age 100 to keep the numbers really simple. Now in that timeline there's going to be various life events that happen to you. You may want to get married if you're still quite young. Hopefully at some point you're going to want to retire. Now for some people, they want the retirement as far away from 100 as possible. Perhaps you're going to have children at some stage, or you've already got children. All these things are going to cost money, but by plotting them in a timeline, you know when they're going to happen or when you want them to happen, and you can then work out how much each of these things are going to cost. It's not just one-off events either. Perhaps when you've got your children, you might want to start gifting and helping them out in life. So there could be a period of gifting. And then in retirement, perhaps you're going to do a bit of travelling. The timeline is yours to do what you want with, but once you've got these things plotted, it's much easier to work out when you're going to need money by, how you're going to need to invest to be able to grow your money to hit certain targets. So that's kind of organising your lifestyle. Once you've got that and you're perhaps looking to invest, there's 3 fundamental priorities that you need to do with your money first before any investment. I call them the 3 Ps. That's payoff, protect, and prevention. Now, payoff. What I mean by payoff is high interest credit card and loans. If you're paying 10-20% interest on credit card payments, whatever you invest is never going to make that sort of return consistently. So get rid of the high interest credit cards and debt first. Pay that off with any spare cash you've got before any investing. I'm not talking about mortgages, that's completely different. Protect. Particularly if you're young, it's absolutely essential that you have some protection, insurance in place. Particularly if you've got a mortgage or if you've got a young family. If you're the main earner and something happens to your earnings because perhaps you're off sick or you've had an accident, or if you die, how is your family going to survive? How are you going to survive? From just a small tiny payment a month, you can get some great cover which will solve all those issues. And don't think of it as a waste of money. You should be happy spending money on insurance and wasting it and never having to use it, because that means you're fit and healthy and able to enjoy life. So absolutely crucial before any investment. Make sure all your protection is sorted. And then finally we've got prevent. I call this a prevention fund. Some people call it emergency savings fund. Some people call it a freedom fund. The reason I call it prevention fund is because this is a fund where you need to get up to at least 6 months worth of spending, 6 months worth of spending in cash savings that you can access. And you're never going to invest this money. This is just purely there to prevent you having to take out loans when emergencies happen. if your boiler breaks down at home, if your roof falls off, or you've got a busy month of load of expenditure you didn't plan for, you can dip into this prevention fund and you don't have to take out any money on credit cards. But the really, really good thing about your prevention fund is if you are stuck in a job you hate and you know you've got 6 months worth of spending in a cash savings pot, you could quit your job today knowing you've got 6 months to go and find something you really want to do. Get those 3 things sorted. They're your money priorities. Once you've got that sorted, you can get onto investing and moving along your timeline and hitting all the lifestyle events you want to do. I'll be doing another video on investing another time.